here, really. But thank you for inviting me. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. Hi, I am the one who whispers. I'm an ASMR artist, a very small creator, right? Not one of these big names, but still an ASMR artist nonetheless. And apart from that, I'm also justBarcley. I'm also an how do you call it? A shoutcaster for some video games, but I'm mainly the one who whispers here, right? ASMR artist, YouTube creator, and that's about it. So that's actually quite some time ago now when I got into ASMR. I remember for the longest time I had trouble sleeping, and for the longest time I could just not find a good way to just get to rest, to calm down my nerves and whatever it was that was troubling me. So what I at some point found was guided meditations, I think. I forgot the channel name, but there is a channel, it's a woman, I think most of her channel content is about being vegetarian, being very very friendly to the environmental friendly, and I don't really watch her content. I'm not into that kind of content. I support it, don't get me wrong. I'm very much for being environmental friendly and vegetarian, but I'm not really into that kind of content. So she's more of a lifestyle blogger, but sometimes she did these guided meditations, and she spoke in a very calm voice. I need to find out the channel actually. I'm gonna look it up after. I'm gonna look it after the interview, really. And she has this very soft voice, and she did the meditations, and I just listened to them when I wanted to fall asleep, and that worked very well. Because what I found is that to me, it worked very well to have something to use my brain on, and I just used it on the instructions that were given. So I just thought about the instructions. I thought about, okay, now I'm gonna focus. Now I'm gonna calm down. Now I'm gonna relax, and now I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna take care of my breathing. I'm gonna focus on my breathing, and these instructions really helped me calm down and then fall asleep without any trouble. So I started with that, and I'm not sure how I got to ASMR. I suppose I just got a recommendation at some point. I mean, that's how most of us get here, right? I watch these meditations regularly, and along came a recommendation of something of ASMR. I know that Gentle Whispering was one of my first ASMR artists, so it might have been her, but I can't say that for sure. What I can say definitely is that I found it and I was very intrigued by it at first. Now, a lot of people think of whispering, a lot of people that are not into ASMR think of whispering as this weird thing, as this thing that makes you cringe a little bit, maybe even. That was not my thought when I got into it. I just watched a video, thought, oh, that's strange, that's a bit odd, and I didn't really get the tingles at first, so just watched it, and when I went to sleep, then I just looked for more guided meditations, and that's how I got there. When I looked for guided meditations, I found ASMR at some point, and I looked up ASMR, and I found, well, Gentle Whispering was one of the first, right? ASMR requests as well. These two were the first two that kind of made this ASMR thing an actual thing, and that's probably how I got here. And well, I watched them. Heather Feather was active at that time too, which is, well, some time ago now, unfortunately, but watched them. Bit of Raffy Taffy to have a male influencer, a male ASMR artist as well, and yeah, just got into it more and more, and with all these ASMR artists just popping up everywhere, there was endless content for me to consume and to fall asleep to. So that's how I got into ASMR. So I don't really watch that much ASMR currently. There was a time where I watched a lot, especially in the beginning. I probably watched ASMR whenever I had the free time, whenever I play computer games, just in the background as background noise. But currently not really that much. I tend to watch ASMR or listen to ASMR when I fall asleep. But that's about it. And that's kind of unfortunate because there's so much good ASMR, so much amazing content I'd like to watch. There was a time when I was an ASMR artist, or was an active ASMR artist as well, where I watched a lot of other creators, and I commented a lot because it's just very nice interacting with other people about ASMR that are passionate about the same subject. So yeah, that again is kind of in the past. I don't think I will really get back to watching that much again, but it's still very close to my heart, and I still love ASMR as it is. So yeah, currently not so much, but I did watch a lot more in the past. So currently my favorite ASMR artist is, it's difficult to say. There's chess ASMR, which I have watched in the last couple of days a lot, because I've watched a lot of chess. I mean, everybody's into chess knows Levi Rosman, right? Gotham Chess. Found him probably through Hikaru, probably through Agabmator, and yeah, found ASMR chess through that. And there's this one creator with a very nice voice, does some very amazing ASMR, and also has some chess skills. I mean, he can explain all the chess stuff very well. So I'm watching a few of his videos, and that's probably what I watch most at the moment. Piaget is also one of the creators that I have never stopped following, and that I watch from time to time when I find some spare room in my schedule. Those two are the ones I watch the most currently, but in the past some of my favorite creators were, well, Raffi Taffy. I mean, probably all of us had him as a favorite creator at some point. Gentle Whispering as well. ASMR requests, as I said, maybe from the German scene, since I am German, not so much. I watched Fast ASMR, but I can't really watch German ASMR, just something about it, something about using German words in that context doesn't feel right to me. It's the same as with German whispering. When I'm whispering in German myself, it just doesn't feel right. It has to be English to me. So yeah, the big creators, there's no surprises unfortunately with my favorite ASMR artists. I was inspired to make ASMR videos. I would love to say what exactly inspired me to do it, but I don't think there's a point where I just thought, oh my god, I really want to do ASMR videos. I just started because I thought, well, these people can do that, I can do that too. I had a decent microphone, and it was actually a terrible microphone, but I wanted to try it out, so yeah, just got the microphone, just tried it out, and here we are, right? There was a lot of long breaks in between, because I'm just not consistent with anything I do, really, that's the problem. But yeah, there's always the ups and downs, and when I'm in ups and when I'm doing a lot of content, I love it. It's a great way to get my mind off of everything else. When I make ASMR, I just make ASMR, but I don't want to get ahead here of myself. So what inspired me, I thought, these people make ASMR, I can do that too, so why not just do it? And then I did, and here we are. What do I enjoy about making ASMR? Well, I touched on it already, right? When I make ASMR, when I'm in the process of filming a video, I hyper-focus on making ASMR. I don't really think about much else. Right now I'm sitting here, I probably have tons of things I need to take care of. I need to do stuff for university. I need to organize our in-university esport club, where I am one of the organizers, where I'm organizing the streams. I mean, yeah, I really need to do stuff for university. But there's a few other projects that I can't really talk about that I need to take care of. That's just, while I'm doing ASMR, I don't care. I'm just doing this video. When I finish this video, then I can think about all those problems again while I'm filming. It's amazing. I can just relax. So that's a very big thing of my enjoyment for making ASMR myself. And of course, all the feedback, right? Whenever there's positive feedback, it makes me really happy. And well, who doesn't love positive feedback? And that's a very, very weird thing to say, but seeing the numbers grow on your subscribers, it is motivation. It's a lot of motivation, actually, even though I'm not that big on numbers. But the fact that I have, 300, 400 subscribers, that is amazing to me, because even if those people don't regularly watch my content, they have subscribed to me because they like what I did at some point. They liked the video and thought, oh my god, this video is so nice, I'm going to subscribe. And, well, yeah, I'm going on a tangent here a little bit. I'm just very grateful for everybody who watches, and I enjoy doing it also because of people watching it, of course. videos, and they are absolutely amazing. Don't want to take anything away from them, but for me, making a video, the longest part of it is coming up with what I want to do. If it's something more complex, or writing a few notes down, and then the filming, of course, that's some of the longer parts. I don't really edit it. As you can see, this video might be one of the most heavily edited, or this interview that I'm of course not editing might be one of the most edited videos I actually have on this channel, because usually when I edit it's mostly sound, and sound editing is not that difficult. At least I don't find it that difficult. So yeah, the longest part is the filming itself, so the video, then a little bit of editing. And what actually takes up most of the time and most of the videos that I try to do is that I'm just not happy with how they turn out. I actually, in this long break that we have right now, I've tried to restart doing ASMR for 2-3 times, and every time I just couldn't really get myself to upload a video because I was always unhappy. Sometimes I was out of focus a little bit, sometimes the audio just didn't turn right, sometimes something was the problem, and I just decided, okay, no, I'm not going to upload that, I'm going to try it again, and then another break, another time before the next one, and yeah, it's always the same, and that's kind of the conundrum I'm in. So I'm hoping that the interview will kind of kickstart that and just force me to upload, because when I'm not happy with the product, then you might be happier, but you're not going to be happy. That's what I think, so I'm not going to upload that. But yeah, back to the topic. How much time does it take? Around an hour maybe per video. My favorite trigger to do, well, whispering, of course. I mean, obviously whispering. I like hand sounds, the little, but they get kind of exhausting for my hands at some point. So, and I mean, there's a few triggers that I've used repeatedly. Cardboard boxes, these small little cardboard boxes, I find amazing personally. I also think that the water jar is really fun because it makes unexpected sounds. But yeah, it's whispering all the way, right? Whispering, mouth, that's all that's about, right? Love those. That's a good question. I've been at home, as we probably all have, with the current situation going on, but I had other projects I had to take care of. My focus was somewhere else, and when I wrote down a list of my priorities recently, I was surprised that, to me personally, ASMR is still on top of that list. Like ASMR, I love to do ASMR and I really want to get back into it, so yeah. But where was I? I just didn't really have the energy to do it, and other projects have priority. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest, in hindsight I would have loved to just continue at least making a video a week or something, but it's difficult. I want to give you the highest quality, and I don't really use the webcam now. I have my camera backup. My camera was broken for some time, which also discouraged me. I definitely could have done something in some form or another, but it was always just not happy. So yeah, turned out this long of a break, and potentially just a break again, because I can't promise you regular projects. I'm just hoping for the best here. Yeah, as I just said, I can't promise regular videos, I can't promise anything. I have found a setup which works right now. It might not work tomorrow. We'll see. I'm gonna try to record 1-2 videos in the near future so that we have something. There's not gonna be a regular upload, most likely. I might try something for December, but last time I tried it, it actually worked out, and it was very straining uploading a video every day, which yeah, I found surprisingly straining for myself. So we'll see. I'm gonna try my best. No promises. That's it. In the past, I have done very standard ASMR, right? I've done just trigger videos, just 10 triggers, 5 triggers you've never heard about, some medical role plays, because they always do well, which is kind of a trap to fall into. But all in all, I think I'm just gonna go with what I did. Just turn on the camera, find some triggers, do a little bit of tingling for you, give you some tingles, nothing too crazy. When I try to get back to ASMR, I always look for some ideas. I can actually look at some right here, and I have a few ideas for ASMR videos that I would love to try out. I can tell you a few, but just a few, not too many spoilers. So, for example, what I thought of doing, which would also be very interesting, is an ASMR artist tier list. And of course, every ASMR artist is good in themselves, but a personal tier list, which ASMR artists do I enjoy the most and why. I could tell you a lot about that because I have watched a lot of ASMR artists in my life. So that's something I would love to do. Then I would love to just take a video from another ASMR artist, an old video like one of the all-time classics, Raffy Taffy's Little Boxes video, and just recreate that video one by one, just with slightly different sounds, because of course my type of triggers. That's also something I was thinking of, which is more of an homage than a parody or something like that. It's to honor their video and do the same one in my style, and then of course you can compare the two if you want to. That's also something I'd love to do. Actually, one idea I had, which I had filmed already, it's just that the video turned out very badly. I didn't like it at all, so I scrapped it again, was to be an ASMR detective who tries to find out where all these ASMR artists went that have gone, all these small ASMR artists especially, that disappear just at some point, because like me, they don't have the energy, don't have the time, something else takes priority. So I was to be an ASMR detective who interrogates you because he thinks that you have either killed them or you're keeping them hostage, something like that. I thought it was a fun idea. It's just that in the end I decided to go for something easy, something more static, because here I'm just sitting down and it's not that difficult to make. So yeah, a lot of ideas I think, but we're gonna start slow again with more casual videos, hopefully. Well, thank you very much for listening, for interviewing, for giving some wonderful questions. Of course, these questions were all written out by me, but if you have any more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll either answer them in the comments themselves, or I'm just gonna answer them eventually on this channel, right? As I said multiple times, I love doing ASMR, and I will try to continue doing ASMR. And if I'm gonna go on another break for maybe a year, maybe two, eventually I'll just come back and make another video out of nowhere. Just you wait. But for now, let's hope for the best, and I'll see you again in the next video, which is hopefully soon. So see you then. I am of course the one who whispers, and thank you very much for watching. Good night.